there, YouTube. Madam Roy back again. This is going to be a slightly more in-depth view of my new iPad. This is the one that I picked up when I was in New York a few days ago. For those of you that haven't seen that pickups video, I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the bottom of this in the video description. But I picked this up for $40, and I must say I've been pleasantly pleased with it so far. The one thing I knew I was going to do off the bat is jailbreak it, and I thank you. I don't remember the users, but a lot of people had recommended me to do that anyway. For those of you who don't know, the original iPad is still a very good device, but the one problem that it has, being it only has 256 megabytes of RAM, it suffers from basically becoming slow when you're using certain apps. Facebook was painfully slow when I first got this. I can remember YouTube worked, but you couldn't really play like the 720p HD videos because the video would lag. Well, I went online and I downloaded this right here. This is Green Posen, if I'm saying that right, absinthe version 204. Now this is one of several jailbreaking programs that they have online. This is just the first one I spotted, and I read the reviews on it, and it got really good reviews, so I decided to give it a try, and it couldn't be easier. Basically all you do is reset your iPod after you back it up in iTunes, of course. You run this program while your iPod, or iPad in this case, is plugged in to the computer, and then you just go ahead and let it do its thing. It takes about 30 minutes to jailbreak it, and after that you have an iPad or iPhone, iPod, whatever you want to use, because it'll actually do all three of those. But basically what it does is it opens it up a little bit, it puts tweaks in it so it saves on memory and runs a little bit quicker. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. It visually does not do anything to the system at all. It still looks exactly the same. It is still running the iOS 5.1.1, which is the latest iOS you can get for the original iPad. As you can see, I have put on quite a few apps. I did actually find a Netflix app that works, and it actually works very well. Again, jailbreaking will make all the difference in the world. It tweaks the iOS and basically gets rid of all the processes that don't need to be running, and definitely makes it much more usable. Actually, I'm astonished. This is actually faster than my Samsung Galaxy Tab 7 with the dual-core processor, and this is only a single core. I believe it's a 1 gigahertz that's in this one. But I mean, it's not bad at all. You can see Netflix comes up, the movies, the shows load very quickly. I also put on Internet Movie Database. This is something I was looking at before. Now, bear in mind, this is never going to be as quick as like an iPad Air or even an iPad 2. But again, you know, it's definitely usable. Like I'm a stickler for speediness. You guys know that I got my Dell Dimension 8700 because my Core 2 Quad, the Dell Vostra 400, was getting a little slow. And this is totally usable to me. I mean, you can see there's no screen lag here. It goes in and out of the different apps quickly. Like I can exit this, and let's see, what do I want to open here? Oh, I was even able to find Chrome browser for this. Now, bear in mind, this is going to be an older version because it's running off of 5.1.1. But it's still updated enough to where it's secure. Let's see. Let's go check out the Alvin and the Chipmunks page real quick. And I do love the keyboard on this, I must say. It is a lot better than the one on my Samsung Galaxy Tab. And there you go. I can't wait till the new show comes out. I'm going to do a little vlog about that later, some news that I've heard, why it hasn't actually come to the US yet. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely usable, and I was actually using this on Facebook last night. I'll go ahead and open that up. This is the one app that does lag occasionally, and one thing I notice is when you first open it up. Sometimes when you first open the app up, it loads immediately and you can start using it. Other times it does this. It'll just hang here for you know, maybe 5 or 10 seconds. But once everything loads up, it works fine. Just some of my friends. One of my friends actually has a goat. He's having an issue with that at the moment. Let's see. Oop. Yeah, so you got to let it load. And once it loads, it works fine. Yeah. So again, like I said, if you're on the market looking for two good friends of mine, they're on their honeymoon right now. Again, if you're looking for an iPad, I would suggest two things. One, make sure that it has a good battery. And I was very lucky with this because you can see it's at 100% right now. Well, this will actually last the full 17, 18 hours. They say you're supposed to be able to use this constantly without totally depleting the battery. But I've heard some instances, because these are getting old. These are from 2010. So, one, check the battery if you're going to buy one of these. And two, bear in mind that you are definitely going to be limited when it comes to apps, because I try to download things like our local news app. The Twitter app doesn't work, so you'll have to go through a browser to get to that. But oddly enough, a lot of the games work. Like you see, I downloaded a Pac-Man game. Clash of Clans still works on here. Angry Birds Rio HD. Star Wars and the original Angry Birds works, but there's one newer one, and I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, that won't work with iOS 5.1.1. And then there's this. After I jailbroke it, this app came up. It's called Cydia. This is not going to be useful to me. This is mainly for developers, but I believe you can download some third-party apps that aren't available through the App Store on the iOS. I haven't really had much of a chance to work with it yet, but if you jailbreak it, you're actually going to go ahead and get this as well. And this actually takes the longest to load up, I'm guessing, because it's got some fairly beefy code in it. And you can see it gives me a little option there on the bottom, if my camera will focus. Cydia sources, changes installed. Right now it's just working. There you go. You can see you have different options here. You can change your themes. You have featured themes there. And you can put in different extensions. Let's see, this NC pad. Make notification banners wider for full iPad screens. If you notice here, the banner's only about maybe halfway. So basically that extension will make that go all the way across. Let's see what else we have here. Full screen. Add more gestures to Safari for convenience. So basically, not only downloading third-party apps will let you enhance some of the apps that already come with your iPad. That's about all I can say with this. Let me go into settings real quick, and I'll show you exactly what this one is. Let's see. Go into About. I do have a lot of stuff here. You can see I put basically my whole iTunes song library in here. I got 2,568 songs. This is the 32 gigabyte model. Capacity, of course, 28.6 after the iOS uses its share. Right now I got 13.8 gigabytes free. Again, this is running iOS version 5.1.1. You guys can pause and read the rest if you want to, but that's all I got really to say about this. It's in excellent condition. The screen is perfect. There's no blemishes on it. Now, I do have an opportunity later on today. I'm going to look at an iPad 2 because I've been so impressed with this that I'm thinking I want to actually go and get another one. Locally, someone is selling a iPad 2, and if that pans out and I get it, I'll go ahead and do a video on that later. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick review of my new iPad, my new original iPad. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.